Then comes the upper air circulation theory. The third one, upper air circulation theory. Yeah, this was upper air circulation theory, right? Given by Yin, Mr. Yin, Mr. Pedala Bode. Mr. Yin, Mr. Pedala Bode and Mr. P. Koteshwaran. Mr. Yin, Mr. Pedala Bode and Mr. P. Koteshwaran. Okay, so Mr. Yin, right, he said or he has identified the changes in the movement of the jet streams, guys. Right? He said that, or he identified that during the summer season, right, the jet streams will be flowing to the north of Tibet. Okay, they will be blowing or flowing towards the north of Tibet, guys. Right? And during this is summer, and during the winter they will be blowing to the south of Himalayas. This is in winter. Summer to the north of Tibet and during the winter to the south of Himalayas. Simply this was identified by Mr. Yin. Okay, Mr. Yin and Mr. Pedala Bode, these two persons have identified a warm core anticyclone. Warm core anticyclone present on the upper tropospheres of Tibetan Plateau. Okay, if this is the Tibetan Plateau, above the Tibetan Plateau, warm core anticyclone, presence of anticyclone over the upper tropospheres of a Tibetan Plateau. So this was the the inputs given by Yin and Pedala Bode, right? Then what the Koteshwaran has done, Koteshwaran tried to establish a relationship between the conditions prevailing over the Tibetan Plateau and the monsoons. Okay, he tried to establish a relationship between the monsoons and the conditions prevailing over the Tibetan Plateau, right? And he said that the Tibetan Plateau will be acting as a heat engine. Tibetan Plateau will be acting as a heat engine, and this was the 10 marks question in the GS, guys. 10 marks question in the GS, and the question was what is an heat engine? So many of our intellectual students, right, they talked about the steam engine, right? The heat engine is a varied form of steam engine which was developed by Watts and all, and it was originally used for the trains to run XYZ, whatever the knowledge they had, they wrote, guys, right? The heat engine is an area, right, guys? For our general understanding, I am telling, it's an area which is having higher temperatures than the surrounding areas. That's it. Okay, so Koteshwaran said that Tibetan Plateau will be acting as an heat engine. Actually, Tibetan Plateau is already present at a height of more than 4.5 kilometers than the mean sea level. Okay, Tibetan Plateau is having a height or elevation of 4.5 kilometers above the mean sea level, right? And if you are a student of geography, you will be knowing that as the height increases from the mean sea level, As the height increases, the temperature decreases, and that is called as a lapse rate. Normal lapse rate. This is the normalcy which prevails in the atmosphere, guys. As you are going away from the ground, the temperature will be falling down. Okay, so actually what should happen? This is 4.5 kilometers of height, right? So this is also 4.5 kilometers of height, but this is normal air and this is land. Okay, this is air and this is land. So automatically what happened? The land's temperature will be more. Okay, so the entire Tibetan plateau's temperature will be more by 2 to 3 degrees centigrade than the surrounding areas. Okay, if the surrounding areas are having 15 degrees, here you are having 17 to 18 degrees, let us suppose, guys. Okay, so this is how, what's happening, the Tibetan plateau is acting as an heat engine because of the higher temperature. The entire area is having high temperatures, right? So entire area is having high temperatures, which means the entire area will be acting as the low pressure area. Okay, so this low pressure area prevailing over the Tibet will be attracting the winds from the surrounding oceans. The surrounding oceans are nothing but the Indian Ocean. Okay, this is the Tibetan plateau, right? These are the Himalayas, right? And this is the India. Okay, so this is the Tibetan plateau, right? So in our rainy season, just now we have seen the rainy season or the hot wet season. During the hot wet season, what is happening? The northern plains of India, okay, the northern plains of India are acting as the low pressure areas, right? I forgot to explain at that time, guys. The intensification of low pressure areas will be making or transforming the transformation of low pressure area will be taking place into monsoonal trough. Okay, the low pressure area will be getting transformed into the monsoonal trough, guys. Okay, monsoonal trough. Trough is any elongated low pressure area is called as a trough, guys. Any elongated low pressure area is called as the trough. So what is happening? Here we have seen that the entire northern plains will be forming into the monsoonal trough or extended low pressure area. Okay, so in general what happens, during the summer, right, this monsoonal trough will be attracting the winds. Okay, this monsoonal trough will be attracting the winds, right? But after coming here, after coming to the northern plains, this Tibetan plateau is much bigger low pressure area. Okay, the Tibetan plateau is much bigger low pressure area. So what happened? After coming to these areas, the moisture laden winds, they will be trying to go to Tibetan plateau. Okay, for your general understanding, guys, let us suppose this watch area is India. This is India, guys, right? These are the mountains, Himalayas, right? So beyond the mountains we are having the Tibetan plateau, right? So the monsoonal winds are coming fast towards northern plains, right? They are coming very fast, guys, right? If you have seen the running race, the people who are running very fast, guys, right? And if they are running fast, they will be not stopping only to the area of where they have to go or the line, guys. They will be running beyond the line also. So, right? So below the I will be drawing here, right? These are the Himalayas. These are the Himalayas. This is the northern plains. Okay, and this is India. So the winds are coming very fast, right, towards the northern plains, guys, because the northern plains are low pressure areas, right? So after coming here, they are going and striking here, guys. Okay, they are going and striking with speeds on the lower edges of the Himalayas. So the first winds are striking. When they strike, automatically what happened? Their speeds are reduced. So the next winds which are coming, monsoons are continuous winds coming from the oceans, guys. So what happened? The winds are getting stopped one behind the other. The parcels are getting stopped one behind the other. If you are running fast and if your front fellow is stopped, the back one who are present, they will also stop or they will also slow down. So what is happening? The same thing is happening here for the winds. So the winds are striking here and they are giving the rainfall on the lower edges of the Himalayas. The other winds which are present, which are coming from here, they are getting slowed down. As I told you, the moisture laden winds has to be stopped or disturbed to give the rainfall. So once they are striking here, these areas are getting the rainfall, right? And because they are slowed down, this entire India will be getting the rainfall, because the first winds which are being stopped by the next parcel, so they are going on getting stopped. So this entire area will be getting the rainfall, right? Then what is happening? Because this is the Tibetan Plateau, guys. This is the Tibetan Plateau beyond the Himalayas. So these areas are getting heavy rainfalls, north southern slopes of Himalayas, right? And then what happened? The winds, after losing all the moisture, they are going over to the Tibetan Plateau, guys. Okay, they are losing all the moisture in the Himalayas, right? For traveling the Himalayas, passing the Himalayas, they are losing all the moisture and they are reaching the Tibetan Plateau. Okay, so Tibetan Plateau is 4.5 kilometers, Himalayas, Greater Himalayas 6 kilometers, right? So they have to go down to the Tibetan Plateau. Okay, so after going here, they have become dry now. So they are not having any moisture, right? And above the Tibetan Plateau, already warm core anticyclone is there. Okay, so what is happening? The winds after reaching the Tibetan Plateau, they are rising up. Okay, the winds after reaching the Tibetan Plateau, they are raising up. They are raising up. After raising up, anticyclone, which means the winds are moving away. Cyclones, the winds move in from all the directions. Anticyclones, the winds will be moving out, right? So what is happening? From this warm core anticyclones, the winds are moving out, guys. So when they move out, what is happening? The winds are coming back and touching the Indian Ocean. Right, so the winds, when they are moving in these directions, they are called as the easterly jets. So in the geography, optional geography, they have asked about the easterly jet streams. What are easterly jet streams? Right, easterly jet streams are nothing but the winds which are coming out from the anticyclones present over the Tibetan Plateau, right? So from the Tibetan Plateau, height 4.5 kilometers, normal height, upper tropospheres. So upper tropospheres, this is the normal height of Tibetan Plateau, this is upper tropospheres. So upper troposphere, which is much higher than the Himalayas. So what happened? The winds are moving out, right? And they are moving out and they are touching the ocean, guys. Right? So winds are moving out, touching the oceans. And why they are touching the oceans, the Indian Ocean, guys? Because towards the east of Africa, you are having the permanent high pressure. Okay, you are having permanent high temperature zone. Okay, so what is happening? The winds are moving into that areas. On the ground, you are having permanent high pressure. So after touching down, they will be going out again. Okay, so the winds are coming like this, touching down. After touching down, they have to move out. Okay, so the winds are coming from top, touching down, and they have to move out. So when the winds are moving out, again they are being getting intensified by the southwest monsoons, and we are getting the southwest monsoons. So this is a continuous phenomena. So the winds are coming from these areas, right, giving all the rainfall here on the northern plains, going to Tibetan Plateau, raising up, coming back to the Indian Ocean and going. So this is a continuous phenomena. This explanation was given by P. Koteshwaran. Clear, guys? So this is having a validity, guys, right? But the perfect total scientific explanation is not given. This is also one of the reason, right? So this is said to be the upper air circulations theory.